In an effort to succeed in an endeavor, people often neglect what they really need to do and focus on what they think they need to do. They focus on pseudo goals, which are goals we make up to make us feel that we are progressing, but we are still procrastinating in a way, because we are afraid of doing what we really need to do what will bring us real change, not just financially but mentally and spiritually. These pseudo goals are distractions made up by our subconscious to give us the illusion of progress. Obstacle is the way, as Ryan Holiday says. You distract yourself because you do not know what will happen if you succeed. What will people say? What will happen to your lifestyle? You do not know that. We are afraid of the unknown, but that is where the true adventure and true progress lies, in facing your fear and doing things that you know you really need to do, and you know that intuitively. We know them intuitively what we need to do, but we don't, because we are afraid of what people might say, afraid of what if we succeed, what if we fail, and how will people react? How will you change? How you may need to give up your old lifestyle, your people, your friends and family. If you succeed, chances are you will no longer be with them. They will not be able to relate to you. Maybe some of them will understand and grow with you, but most might even feel intimidated by your success, because you are a reminder that you came from amongst them and you succeeded and they did not. And that makes them feel awful. And that's also one of the reasons that people around you often sabotage you. You often make you say things you cannot do that, because if you did, then that would mean they can do too. But they don't want to do that because they're afraid. All these fears often come from childhood traumas, whatever it might be, but it comes from there. And it's up to you to overcome that. Write down what you need to do. Recently someone asked me, this idea of pseudo goals came to me when someone asked me about passion. Like, how do you know what you're interested in? Often and I said something along the lines of, these self-help gurus made up this ridiculous notion of find your passion and you will succeed. That's absurd. Yes, working on something that you are really passionate about will make things easier, but if you just focus on finding passion that you have, it's a lie. In my opinion, finding your goddamn passion is sub-nation, this self-help space. They sell courses and books on these things, and most people just spend fucking years, decades on just finding their passion, and they're nowhere as successful as they wanna be. Like, they're just, like I said, reading books and courses, sort of like a pseudo goal. Like, you're progressing, but are you really? That's not action. That's just something that you think is progressing. Unconscious plays tricks on us. That's because we do have these fears in our unconscious mind that we don't even want to believe they exist. Anyway, on passion, I said something along the lines that people buy courses, they buy books, but they're not doing anything. They read them, but they're not taking action on any of them. And if that's you, then you know what you need to do. Stop watching this fucking video and take action. Again, don't be one of these sigma males like, yeah, you gotta grind 18 hours at it. That's dumb. That's stupid. That's dumb. That's not how real world works. You have to make a change. 5 minutes and slowly increase to 10, maybe half an hour, 1 hour a day. That's how you progress. You don't instantly become a fucking sigma male. That's also dumb. If you do that, it will exhaust you. Anyway, passion does make things easier, but it's not necessary. Most of the time you have to do what you need to do, even if you don't like doing it, especially in the beginning. think of your journey. Like, you have to eat shit. That's I hate this guy, but because most of his shit is, yeah, you're young. Like, yeah, that's not a fucking excuse. I do like that because he does make you feel like there's time, and there is time, but there's not a lot of fucking time either. So take a balance. Okay, don't go full Grindset, and don't go, yeah, I got time, I'll deal with this shit when I'm 50. That's dumb. Anyway, Gary Vee, there was a skit I saw on something like that. Someone like 70 or 80 years old comes to Gary Vee and says, I'm trying to find out what I'm like. Anyway, especially in the beginning, you have to eat shit. You have to do things that you don't want to do. I guarantee you that most people in the oil and gas industry, the biggest energy industry out there, they don't find oil and gas sexy or attractive, yet they're millionaires and multi-billionaires. Some might even be trillionaires, especially like these Middle Eastern oil families members. Like, they have trillions of dollars at their disposal, and yeah, they're not passionate about oil. But, well, frankly, their work mostly involves telling other people what to do. But still, the point is, passion is not necessary. You can find passion as you go along with it. Your first project can be your passion project, but it does not have to be. You can do menial work. In most cases, you have to do work that you don't want to do, and that's just the reality of it. And regarding the pseudo goals, are basically an umbrella term that I came up with, which has fear of the unknown, fears and psychological trauma, and self-sabotaging activities, and procrastination, and these things like reading courses and going through books and stuff like that, but not taking action. These are pseudo activities that make you feel that you are progressing, but not really. Anyway, that's it. Take care.